Those who excel in virtue have the best right of all to rebel, but then they are of all men the least inclined to do so, meaning the virtuous men and women in the world actually have always had the right as well as the regulation to not only defend themselves, to not only seek their own growth, progress, learning, to not only invest, prioritize, and focus on their enhancement, betterment, improvement of their abilities, talents, faculties, skills, knowledge, intelligence, wisdom, and essentially everything else that they practice, that they possess, and that they become in their lives. But they also always reserve the right, and they have the inherent right because of their virtues, because of their faculties, sovereignty, authenticity, to rebel, to revolt against almost anyone and everyone in the world that is evil, that is ignorant, arrogant, and that is led, driven by narcissism and other dangerous behaviors, and also against the political community itself that constantly imposes sufferings, torments, tortures upon us that obviously we don't deserve. The politics, governments actually have been established with the purpose and motivation of leading the humankind in the right directions. We needed something or somebody to lead us, govern us, and take us in the right directions of humanity, growth, progress, learning, justice that could provide us with equality, liberty, and other living conditions, also infrastructure, opportunity, employment. But ultimately, we have ended up becoming his victims. We have ended up falling prey and victim to the very system we helped create, and we paved the way and supported and voted for it also in the first place, and over and over. And now, because we respect it, admire it, obey it, we cannot rebel against it either. Not because we lack knowledge, awareness, reason, wisdom, intelligence, and other faculties, but because we're bound, because we have just no other option. Because if we overthrow politics, then who is going to lead us anyways? We cannot lead ourselves because we are again led by dangerous ideological divides and impulsive differences and distinctions. So obviously, even if the virtuous cannot rebel, then the normal people cannot rebel against governments, evils, vices, and malicious forces, and malice either. If the virtuous are not allowed to rebel because they cannot and will not rebel on the basis of their patience, toleration, kindness, understanding, character, they are not going to be able to rebel because of the very virtue that makes them powerful, significant, distinct. They will not be able to rebel. And if they try to rebel, then they are going to be outcasted, isolated, alienated, betrayed, criticized by the very people's societies they hold in high esteem and that they attribute a lot of importance and meaning. And